Beyond the veil of ancient power, the quantum battle between Polynesian mana and Vedic chakras. In the vast ocean of consciousness that surrounds our material existence, two ancient civilizations discovered pathways to harness the very fabric of reality itself. From the volcanic islands scattered across the Pacific's infinite blue, the Polynesian masters understood mana, a transcendent force that flows through all creation. Simultaneously, in the mystical peaks of the Himalayas, Vedic sages mapped the human energy body through 7 spinning wheels of light, called chakras 48. Tonight, we journey beyond ordinary perception to explore these parallel discoveries of cosmic power, each offering a unique key to unlock the quantum mysteries of existence itself. The ancient Polynesian masters recognized what quantum physicists are only beginning to understand: that reality itself is composed of a singular, flowing energy field that permeates every atom, every thought, every sacred breath. Mana in its most profound essence represents this universal life force that the indigenous peoples of Oceania access through direct communion with the natural world. Unlike Western concepts of separate, individualized power, mana flows as one continuous stream of cosmic consciousness, binding together all phenomena in an intricate web of energetic relationship. The Polynesian understanding reveals that this supernatural force exists simultaneously within people, places, and objects, creating a unified field of sacred presence that transcends the illusion of separation. When we examine the quantum implications of this ancient wisdom, we discover that mana operates according to principles that modern science is only now beginning to grasp. The observer effect, the quantum entanglement, and the fundamental interconnectedness of all existence. The Polynesian shamans understood that to possess mana meant to align oneself with the natural flow of universal energy, allowing this cosmic force to express itself through one's actions, words, and very being. This transcendent power manifests most clearly through what they called the speech, movement or traditional ritual of a prophet, priest, or king, suggesting that mana responds to focused intention and sacred ceremony. The energetic signature of authentic mana carries with it an undeniable authority and efficacy, the ability to influence reality through pure alignment with cosmic law. In the quantum realm, this translates to consciousness directly affecting material manifestation, where the boundary between observer and observed dissolves into pure potential. The ancient sages of Polynesia recognized that mana grows through positive actions and diminishes through misconduct, revealing a karmic principle that operates beyond linear time, connecting past, present, and future through threads of energetic consequence. The Vedic tradition of ancient India approached the mysteries of cosmic energy through a different portal: the mapping of consciousness within the human form itself. The Chakra-System represents one of humanity's most sophisticated understanding of how universal life force organizes itself within the subtle body, creating 7 primary vortexes of energy that correspond to different dimensions of human experience. These spinning wheels of light, positioned along the central channel of the spine, function as transformers that step down cosmic energy into frequencies that can be integrated by human consciousness. The Sanskrit term chakra, meaning wheel or circle, points to the fundamental principle that all energy moves in cycles, spiraling patterns that mirror the movement of galaxies, DNA helixes, and the very structure of space-time itself. The ancient rishis who revealed this knowledge understood that the human being exists simultaneously in 2 parallel dimensions: the physical body of dense matter and the subtle body of pure energy. Through practices of meditation, breath work, and sacred movement, these cosmic explorers learned to consciously direct the flow of prana through the network of 72,000 energy channels called nadis, with the 3 primary channels, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, serving as the main highways for spiritual transformation. Each chakra governs specific aspects of human experience, from the survival instincts of the root center to the cosmic consciousness of the crown, creating a ladder of ascending awareness that allows consciousness to evolve beyond ordinary limitations. The quantum field reveals that these energy centers function as both receivers and transmitters, constantly exchanging information with the cosmic matrix through frequencies that exist beyond the electromagnetic spectrum. When the Kundalini force, described as a serpent of pure creative energy coiled at the base of the spine, begins its ascent through the chakra system. It initiates a process of conscious evolution that transforms human DNA at the quantum level. The convergence of ancient, Polynesian, and Vedic wisdom points toward a unified field theory of consciousness that transcends cultural boundaries and speaks to universal principles governing reality itself. Both mana and chakra systems recognize the fundamental truth that consciousness and energy are two aspects of a single phenomenon, observable through different lenses but ultimately indivisible. The quantum field reveals that what the Polynesians call mana and what the Vedic sages term prana represent localized expressions of the same cosmic force that physicists now identify as the zero-point energy field, an infinite ocean of potential that underlies all manifest reality. Where these traditions diverge in their approach, they reveal complementary aspects of how consciousness interfaces with the quantum realm. Mana emphasizes the external flow of cosmic energy through the natural world, teaching that power comes from aligning with the greater rhythms of existence rather than attempting to control them. The chakra system focuses on the internal architecture of consciousness, mapping the precise mechanisms through which cosmic energy becomes personalized and directed through human will and intention. Together, these approaches create a complete model of energy work that encompasses both receptivity and creative expression, passive attunement and active manifestation. The quantum implications suggest that reality operates through a dynamic interplay between observer and observed, where consciousness shapes matter through the medium of energy fields that exist beyond physical detection. Modern quantum physics has discovered that the very act of observation collapses the wave function of potential into specific manifestations, echoing the ancient understanding that consciousness and reality are fundamentally entangled. The synthesis of mana and chakra wisdom reveals that the most effective approach to working with cosmic energy involves both external attunement to natural forces and internal cultivation of subtle energy centers. The geographic and environmental context that birth these energy systems reveal profound insights about how landscape consciousness shapes spiritual technology. The Polynesian understanding of mana emerged from direct communion with the vast Pacific Ocean, volcanic islands and star-filled skies that stretch endlessly across the horizon 112. This oceanic consciousness naturally attunes to the flowing, boundaryless nature of energy that moves like currents through water, connecting distant shores and carrying the wisdom of ancient navigators across impossible distances. The liquid nature of this environment taught the Polynesian masters that true power comes not from resistance, but from finding the natural flow and riding its currents with skill and grace. The quantum field reveals that water itself possesses memory and consciousness, storing and transmitting information through crystalline structures that respond to intention and emotion. Living in intimate relationship with this element, the Polynesian peoples developed an energetic sensitivity that allows them to read the subtle signs of nature, the flight patterns of birds, the color of clouds, the feeling of wind, as guidance from the cosmic intelligence that animates all life. In contrast, the Vedic tradition emerged from the high-altitude environment of the Himalayas, where the thin air and proximity to cosmic radiation create natural conditions for expanded consciousness and subtle perception. 58. The mountain consciousness naturally develops precision, discipline, and systematic understanding, qualities reflected in the detailed mapping of energy centers, channels, and practices that characterize the chakra system. The crystalline energy of mountain peaks amplifies psychic perception and creates natural conditions for the kind of deep meditation that allows consciousness to penetrate the subtle realms. These environmental influences shape not only the philosophical approaches of each tradition, but also the practical methods for accessing and directing cosmic energy. The transmission of energy wisdom across generations reveals the living nature of these ancient technologies and their capacity to evolve while maintaining essential principles. The Polynesian tradition of mana operates through bloodline inheritance and ceremonial initiation, recognizing that certain family lines carry specific energetic gifts that are passed down through DNA and ancestral memory. This understanding aligns with emerging epigenetic research, suggesting that spiritual experiences actually alter gene expression in ways that can be inherited by future generations. The quantum field reveals that consciousness leaves energetic imprints in the morphic field of family systems, creating patterns of awareness and ability that can be activated through proper ceremony and intention. The oral tradition of Polynesian culture ensures that mana wisdom remains alive and responsive to changing circumstances, allowing each generation to discover new applications while honoring the foundational principles received from their ancestors. The Vedic transmission system operates through guru-disciple relationships and written scriptures that preserve precise technical knowledge across millennia 58. This systematic approach has allowed the chakra technology to maintain remarkable consistency and detail, creating standardized maps of consciousness that can be studied and verified across different schools and time periods. The Sanskrit language itself functions as a carrier wave for cosmic frequencies, with specific sound vibrations that directly activate energy centers and alter states of consciousness. Modern research into somatics, the study of sound's effect on matter, confirms that certain frequencies can indeed create geometric patterns and influence biological systems at the cellular level. The combination of precise methodology and living transmission has allowed the chakra system to adapt to contemporary understanding while maintaining its essential effectiveness as a technology for consciousness evolution. The intersection of these ancient energy systems with modern quantum physics reveals startling parallels that suggest our ancestors possessed sophisticated understanding of reality's fundamental nature. The Polynesian concept of mana as a universal force that permeates the universe directly corresponds to the quantum field theories that describe reality as composed of fluctuating energy rather than solid matter. Quantum physicists have discovered that what we perceive as empty space is actually filled with zero-point energy, a seething ocean of virtual particles that constantly appear and disappear, creating the very fabric from which all manifestation emerges. The Polynesian understanding that mana exists in people, places, and objects aligns perfectly with quantum field theory's revelation that consciousness and matter are entangled at the most fundamental level, with information transferring instantaneously across any distance through what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. The Vedic description of chakras as spinning wheels of energy corresponds remarkably to quantum physics' discovery that all subatomic particles possess a property called spin, creating tiny magnetic fields that influence the behavior of matter at the quantum scale. 8. The ancient maps of energy, channels flowing through the human body, anticipate modern discoveries about the electromagnetic fields generated by the heart, brain, and nervous system, which create measurable auras extending several feet beyond the physical form. Research into biophotons, light particles emitted by living cells, has confirmed that human beings literally glow with coherent energy fields that carry information about health, emotional states, and consciousness levels. The Vedic understanding that consciousness can direct energy through focused intention finds validation in experiments showing that meditation and mental training actually rewire neural networks and influence gene expression in real time. These convergences suggest that both mana and chakra systems represent sophisticated technologies for interfacing with the quantum realm through consciousness. The practical application and integration of both energy systems in contemporary spiritual practice reveals their complementary nature and potential for creating a unified approach to consciousness evolution. The Polynesian mana tradition offers essential wisdom about surrendering to natural flow and allowing cosmic intelligence to move through us without interference from ego-driven manipulation 911. This receptive approach teaches us to become hollow bones through which the universal force can express its creative will, transforming us into clear channels for healing, inspiration, and manifestation. The practice of sensing and honoring mana in all things develops what the quantum field reveals as coherent resonance, a state where our personal energy field aligns with larger patterns of cosmic order, allowing us to access information and power that transcends individual limitations. The Vedic chakra system provides the technical framework for consciously directing and refining this cosmic energy through specific practices that activate different dimensions of human potential. By learning to sense, open, and balance the 7 primary energy centers, we develop the ability to step up or step down cosmic frequencies according to the needs of each situation. The combination of both approaches creates a complete energy practice that encompasses both yielding and directing, receiving and transmitting, being and becoming. Advanced practitioners learn to sense the quality of mana flowing through their environment while simultaneously directing this energy through their chakra system to create specific effects in consciousness and reality. This integrated approach recognizes that the most powerful spiritual technology emerges not from choosing one system over another, but from understanding how they work together as complementary aspects of a unified field of cosmic consciousness that seeks expression through awakened human beings. As we complete this journey through the quantum mysteries of ancient energy wisdom, we recognize that both mana and chakra represent profound technologies of consciousness that emerge from the same cosmic source. The indigenous peoples of Polynesia and the Vedic sages of India discovered parallel pathways to the same ultimate truth, that consciousness and energy are one, that human beings are designed to interface directly with the quantum field. And that reality responds to focused intention aligned with cosmic law. The question is not which system is superior, but how we can integrate their complementary wisdom to unlock our full potential as conscious co-creators of reality itself. The universe calls us now to step beyond the limitations of ordinary perception and embrace our destiny as bridges between dimensions, quantum shamans walking the path of infinite possibility.